welcome back to the broadcast. Well, even though that April 15th tax deadline can make you a little anxious, that much anticipated refund check can bring a smile to your face.
Yes.
Did you know the average refund is up 3% this year?
Wow.
Wow.
Good.
Didn't know that.
All right, so do you plan to put that nice check to good use, or will it just slip through your fingers as you spend it aimlessly? And I think they're talking specifically about me. That is where financial strategist Ivan Sachs can help out with some money-saving tips. So you're going to teach us how not to squander that money. What should we do with it?
I think, well, first of all, with anything in life, you have to pre-plan. So if you've got the idea that you are going to have money coming in, before you get it, it's wonderful because you've got a little bit of time to wait. You should think about, well, what can I do with that money?
Tell her
Shoes.
online shopping doesn't count.
Shoes, no.
It does not count to go online and find the shoes you're going to buy.
If you own the online shopping network, then it's not a bad idea because you'll just be investing in yourself. But in general, you should try and invest. You should try and find something to invest in. Now that becomes a challenge because you know what you define as an investment might be something that somebody doesn't define as an investment. But that's what you have to do. You have to think about it before. Where can I put my money to best use? And it's always about the long term.
It's long term, because I spend a lot of my money in refunds at strip clubs. I don't think. No, because I'm trying to give people college educations, because the dance. I'm sorry, what?
It's like a charity.
That's what I invest. That's what I do.
Okay, so you're investing in other people,
deduction.
in other people, that's great.
In other people's future.
In other people's future.
I'm changing this country one dancer at a time. Yes, I
don't think that's what he's talking about.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
I actually thought it was interesting you said refunds are up 3% this year, because I think a lot of people were thinking with some of Obama's tax credit cuts or whatever he was doing that our refunds were going to go down.
Right. Well, I mean, it all depends on how much money you're holding back from spending. If you tell you take less deductions and you hold back on your money, then you're going to get money at the end of the year. Unfortunately, this year I didn't provide enough, so I'm not getting a refund. So that's why I came on today just to see people that look happy getting refunds, to get inspired by you guys.
So what sort of investments would be smart this time of year?
Well, you know, each person is developed differently. The emotional, the attitudes are very different, and you have to find out what is particularly interesting or worthwhile for each individual. It really is customized. You can't just go and say buy a mutual fund or go and buy X. You've got to be able to develop and sit down with the person and find out. But it should probably be complementing a long-term strategy that you do have, and you have to find someone that you can trust and talk to, whether it's a wise friend, someone that's made a lot of money or made good decisions. Speak to them. Don't trust yourself necessarily.
Or a good financial advisor.
Or a financial advisor. But then you have to know that you trust your financial advisor. Just because you're a financial advisor doesn't mean that you're a financially good advisor. You have to find an advisor that you feel comfortable, that you can trust in.
And is there a certain minimum amount of money that you should have? 'Cause I think some people, when they see an investment or a financial advisor, you feel like, if I walk in there with $1,000, it's kind of like they're going to laugh me out of there. Is there a minimum amount of money that you should have?
Okay. So I don't know where you came from, but you came from somewhere special, because it's a question that everybody asks. You know, like, am I going to be able to deal with that guy with a jacket and so neatly dressed and he's so successful? My criteria, and that's only my criteria, is that I do business with people I like. And the joy that I get in dealing with people who have less money and helping them appreciate that money, I get more enjoyment than that, than dealing with super wealthy people that you make money for. It's nice. I also like doing that.
Right.
So my criteria is that I like to do business with people that I like.
So he doesn't have to be embarrassed if he says, you know, I've got $1,000, I have $500, can you help me make it grow?
Not at all, because you know the best way to invest your money, if you ask me, is to put it into an IRA, an individual retirement account.
Okay.
And there's 3 different kinds that you can invest in. But to me, that is probably the best way to be able to save for your retirement, or for that matter, for something bigger later on.
Yeah, is there a minimum investment with those?
No.
No?
In fact, if you put in $50 a month, that's how small you can start. You can put in $50 a month. There are people sitting today with literally millions of dollars in their IRA. I'm talking about millions of dollars in IRA, starting with small amounts.
Wow.
So,
What kind of time frame would that be?
That would
20,
be over,
30 years?
That could be over 20, 30 years. But at the same time, it all depends on what investment you make.
Okay.
So it's all dependent on how successfully you invest your money. And that's why you have to really think about it. It's really an incredible opportunity when you do have a refund. because you can let it slip through your fingers, just spend it, and you know that, so you'll have fun with the iPad, the iPod, or the new game, but you don't have anything for the future.
But use it to help you make more money.
Correct, exactly. And we need to take a little bit of time and think about what I really want with that money. What can it help me do?
So red bottom shoes are not an investment.
Yeah. Do you advise us being more aggressive with investments, especially if it's a a specific amount of money that we get from a refund that we're able to say, okay, if I lose it, it would be awful, but it wouldn't be the end of the world?
I'll tell you, what I take the approach is following. Wait until you find the right investment. In other words, set the money aside, and if you don't have a good investment, put it into the IRA and sit with cash. There is nothing wrong with sitting with cash. When that investment comes along, and you'll know it if you find the right advisor or person to tell you, here's the right investment, and then you've got the cash. But if you take the aggressive approach of just like, oh, well, I heard at a party that this is a great company to invest in, the chances are probably 99% that you're going to lose your money. And that's why people talk about, the risk factor. But to sit and really wait there are incredible opportunities out there, but they select. They don't come, knocking on your door every day. So if you're build up cash, save the cash, and when the investment comes along, they'll knock on your door. They'll say, Lisa, Dawn, Amy, and Michael, do you have any money? We've got an incredible opportunity. And you see it as being a good opportunity. You feel comfortable with it. You check it out, and then you've got the money to do it.
Great. Well, you can get more information about this on our website, thebroadcasttv.com. Stick around. We'll be right back.